Hello, sir. Assalamualaikum. Today I am going to talk about what is operations management, as you taught us. Uh, so let's start. Uh, what is operations management? No matter what industry you are in, whether it's manufacturing, services, food, or healthcare, or any, operations management is the part of business that ensures things are running efficiently, effectively, and with quality. It's about turning inputs into outputs through some processing, managing resources, and constantly improving the process to deliver value. Let's explore the topic step by step. What is operations management? Operation management refers to the process of planning, organizing, and supervising the production or manufacturing of goods and services. Its main goal is to ensure that business operations are efficient, meaning as few resources as possible are used and effective, meaning they meet customer requirements. It plays a critical role in determining how well a company uses its resources, how productive it is, and how much things cost, and how satisfied the customers are with the final product or service. So, what is the simple thing about operations management? So, there will be input, process, and then output. So this is the model of foundation, or this is the model of foundation as of the operations. It shows how resources are transformed into finished products or services. So input refers to all resources that go into production as the unit to get the maximum output from that. So this can include raw material, labor, equipment, time, or anything. For example, in a restaurant, food ingredients, electricity, staff, and kitchen equipment are all input. Processing is the transformation stage where the input will be turned as an output. This is where the inputs are changed or refined into something more valuable. Using the restaurant example again, this would be the cooking or preparation process, turning raw foods into a meal. Output is the final result, the product or service that is delivered to the customer. In our example, it's the plated meal service served to the customer. So, converting inputs into outputs efficiently and effectively, this is the essence of operations management. So, what are the functions of operations manager? There are 5 functions: planning, organizing, staffing, leading, controlling. So controlling is again, we'll go back to the planning if there is anything needed. So yeah, so planning is deciding what needs to be done, how it will be done, who will do it, and when. So the organizing means arranging resources such as materials, machines, and people to ensure smooth operations. Staffing means to successfully implement the planning, you maybe need some staffs, you maybe need to hire some people to different stages. So you need to recruiting and assigning the right people to the right jobs, or maybe you have already right people but not as part of the production unit, so you need to hire or add more resources, human resources. So this is under staffing. Leading, directing and motivating team members to achieve production goals. And controlling, monitoring the process, comparing actual results with planned targets and making necessary adjustments. And if you get the necessary output, your planning is okay. If your output is not matching with the planning, then you need to adjust your planning. Like if you need 100 units of production but you can maximum produce 90 units, so you need to adjust the planning. If you can produce 120 units, you need to adjust the planning. So Controlling is the stage where you can recheck your planning and adjust it. Sometimes staffing and leading are grouped together. Not only staffing and leading, I think organizing, staffing, leading, they are actually coordinating section. Basically I can say three sections here: planning, coordinating, and controlling. Yeah. Because under coordinating we have organizing, staffing, and leading. So these three functions actually basically under coordinating. So yeah. And the the cost, quality, and flexibility. Every business want to minimize their cost while maintaining effectiveness in operations. This means using materials, time, and labor efficiently so that the final product is affordable without compromising on its standards. Quality, this refers to the standard of the final product or service. Quality must meet or exceed customer expectations. Poor quality leads to complaints, returns, and damage to reputation. Flexibility, this is the ability of the operation to adapt to changes like handling customer orders, adjusting production for market demand, or switching between products quickly. A good operations manager must constantly make trade-offs between these three. For instance, increasing quality might raise costs, while improving flexibility might require more training or advanced systems. So, if there are needed some quality increase and which may raise the cost, so it will be under value added, which will I think we can check the productivity as we need to divide the output by input. So input will be adding those value added facts. So yeah, we just talked about efficiency and productivity. So efficiency means achieving the maximum output with the minimum input. That's what I already said about the value added thing. If I add some value, that will be gone under input cost, and what the result is, we can check the productivity. So efficiency, it's about basically reducing the waste, the cost, avoiding delays, and making sure every resource is being used properly. For example, producing 100 units using fewer materials or less time than before is a sign of improved efficiency. Productivity, on the other hand, refers to the output per unit of input. It could be measured in terms of units produced per worker or revenue generated per machine hour. High productivity means you are getting more done with the same amount of effort or resources. So, in short, I can say efficiency is about doing things right, and productivity is about doing more with what you have. And cost of manufactured goods manufactured. So it's basically there are four factors, I can say: direct materials, direct labor, manufacturing overhead, work in process, inventory. So when we calculate cost of goods manufactured, we need to add direct material, direct labor, and overhead plus beginning work in process inventory, and then minus ending work in process inventory. So by this we will get the cost of goods manufactured. And yeah, here other than material and labor, all we have are manufacturing overhead. And let's talk about the economies of scale. So what is economies of scale? Basically, it is referred to the cost advantage, the advantage about cost that a business gets as it increases production. When a company produces more units of a product, the cost per unit decreases. This happens because fixed costs like rent or equipment are spread over a larger number of goods. So there are already fixed costs. So if we increase the production, we may get more products with less unit per production, less cost per production. So like there are rent and equipment costs, these are fixed. Okay, let's go for an example. Like if a factory doubles its production but its total costs only go up by 50%, then the average cost per unit goes down. That's an economies of scale. So let's finalize my discussion. So operation management deals with uh, productivity, process, supply chain, products, everything, and it revolves around the input, process, and output model. And an operation manager is also a manager, and I think the key goals that an operations manager have is managing cost, ensuring quality, and maintaining flexibility. So yeah, that's all.